All right, hello, welcome to this training on using taxes, specifically Rev360 now, the new NRS tax portal. Okay, so we're going to be looking at how to file different taxes on on our Rev360. Okay, so the first thing we're going to learn is we're going to learn first and foremost how to do new VAT filing. For those that have been part of the comprehensive training, we've looked at what is new VAT filing, who qualifies for it, and all those things. But this is just practically this is the practical side of the training where we're looking at how to do it on Rev360. Okay, so the first thing we do is that one, if you want to file new VAT on Rev360, the first thing you do is you come here. Yeah, we have different. This is a bit different from Tax Pro Max. Do you understand? It has a lot of more features like that. So, but we start from one. We start from self-tax filing. That's what we'll look at first. So, we'll click on self-tax filing. Okay. All right. So it's loading. All right, great. So we're in self-tax filing. So anytime you get to self-tax filing, you will see one. You can see that we have this red small zero rectangle that is taxes due, and you see that we have one. So you can go through it here. You can do your taxes due here. So if you have any tax to file, this is where it will come up. Okay. You have pending payment. So if I've not paid a particular tax, or there's a penalty or anything I'm supposed to pay, to show up here. Tax wallet, if I have money in my tax wallet, I move to my tax wallet. I have then tax ledger, to your balance on your tax ledger and all those things. Okay, so now there are two ways you can go about it. There are two ways I can go through it. I can go to this taxes due. I can click on, so I've clicked on taxes due. So it will bring me to what? To my assessment. What is it? So it says that I'm supposed to file VAT for April 2026, and the due date is 21/5. So if I don't file it on the 21 of May 2026, penalty is going to start counting. And according to what at least I'm finding out now, most likely it has been automated. On tax forms before, if you want to do your new filing, most times you can even do new filing like after the due deadline, after the deadline. As long as you still do the filing, FRS is not so much concerned. But from information I'm hearing, and I'm trying to also confirm, it's most likely they have automated the penalties. So that means that we don't joke with our new VAT file, because if you don't do it on or before the due date, which is 21st of the following month, you might likely have to pay what? Pay extra pay extra taxes in terms of penalty. So I think is some people are saying 100. I've not confirmed, because I've not actually had a client that had to deal with that, because I don't want to test that on the client, obviously. So what am I saying in essence? No, please don't joke with your new VAT filing. Previously too, in the old regime or the previous tax program, there are times that you can get so busy that you forget. You won't put it, so because I know that I can still do okay. All right, I can still do what's the name? I can still do it later, right? But now, please, you have to ensure that you do it on or before the due date. So we can go through this route. Let me back it again. So can go through this route. We can also go through this other route. There's also a space here where I can file my taxes. Okay. So if I want to file taxes, CIT, okay, VAT, you can see VAT is here. So I can file my returns through this place too. So you see that you bring me back to the same place. So you can see this is my VAT return. So I can do any of the two. I can go through any of the two. But most times it's faster to just go through your taxes due, so you can know which one you are filing for. So I'll come to taxes due. So I can click this or click the other taxes due. Either of the two works. So I come to my taxes due. Okay, so you will see it now. So VAT 245 April 2026, 21/5 2026. Filing status is it has not yet been filed. Status is what? Is still in view. Due in what? In fact, tell you how many days. So if I don't file it by tomorrow and by 21st I don't get it done, I would pay penalty. So I'll click on what? File now. That means I want to start the whole filing process. So once I get to that, it will take me to my VAT assessment upload. Like this is the first interface I'll get to. So of course, just like for tax formats before, you have different currencies. So if you want to file in any of these currencies too, you can file. But of course, most times always use Nigerian naira or currency. Okay. So then month April 2026. You can see that I can't click on anything. This is what? Automated. Why? Is because it's only April 2026 that is due. So let's say I have taxes that have not filed for 3-4 months. I'll be able to choose. Do you get? Although back to my taxes, if I have any tax due, the way that I've programmed it now is that if I have any tax due, it will show here. You know, this is just VAT for April. So if I have not done March, I've not done, it will show one by one, and I can come to what? File now. So once I click on it, it will take me to that exact one that I want to file. So in other words, please, this is not what adjustable. That month and year is automated. Then the next thing we are going to do is going to ask us to download a VAT template. This is the new template we are going to be working on for any filing that has to do with what? VAT. It's called what? VAT template. So we are going to click on this. We are going to download the VAT template. Once we download the VAT template, using that, we can use it to what? To do our filings, even our new returns. Because without the VAT template, you can't do your new returns. You know, previously on Tax Pro Max, you don't need to download your VAT template, right? You just click on proceed, 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 you confirm, baba. But here you have to download and we upload that VAT template. But I'll tell us how to do it. So I already have the VAT template downloaded, but let's download it again just for learning sake. So I'll click on download VAT template. Okay. So download VAT template. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, so the template has, okay, so it's asking me, do I want to? Yes, allow. All right. So okay, so I'll open the template up now. All right, so this is our new what? New VAT what template. Okay, you can see. Okay, so but because we are doing new returns, I won't waste so much time on all these things. I'll click on enable editing. Okay, so I won't waste so much time on what we have here. Why? Because filing new VAT is very simple. Please, when you're filing new VAT, don't touch any figure here. Don't put anything here. You are going to return it back to them just the way it was, the way it is here, because you are not paying anything. If you input any figure, it's not going to be nil again. You might have to pay what? You might have to pay taxes. So we do what? So this is what we do. So what will I do next is I will do what? I'll come. So now that I have it here, so I will re-upload it, re-upload it back. So most time if you want to do new VAT file, you just have this separate file somewhere on your system. You know, at the particular period you want to do it for a particular month, just pick it from wherever you have saved it, somewhere easily accessible, upload it back and finish up the process. You don't have to resave the file, but of course I'll still do videos on how to do normal VAT filing, your VAT withheld, your self-charge VAT, input VAT, and all those other things. We're going to look at it. Okay, so but for now, like I said, we don't need all this information. So what do? I'll just go back. So I don't need to do anything with it. So I'll just come to this upload template. I'll click on it. Okay, I'll click on it. All right, so then I'll come to what? I'll come to my download. You can see that this is the file downloads. I'll open it up. Okay, so you can see that this is it. So I'll click on what? Upload assessment. Upload assessment. Okay, upload assessment. Okay, still loading. This takes maybe some seconds or probably a minute or two for it to do everything. Then you will see what I have now. Then I can complete the whole process. Okay, so it's still loading. All right, let's just give it a minute. All right, so uploading. Let's just be patient. All right, it's still upload. It's taking a while. All right, so let me just pause the recording. So once it's done, we'll continue. All right, hello. So yeah, it has uploaded now. So let's check it out. So you can see that now we have our VAT form. We have our sales. So you can see, so once that's uploaded, please you have to confirm all these things that you have here and ensure that everything is zero because you know we are doing new returns. So you can see that VAT payable is 0. Please, if you have any figure here, please don't continue. Back it and go and re-upload again. Ensure that everything is 0. So then our sales, I see that we don't have anything there because we didn't put our adjustments. We didn't do any adjustments because we are doing new filing. Our purchase is 2. So you can see that our purchase is 2. We don't have anything. Purchase list, we don't have anything there. Import, self-charge, okay, all right. Next was this. Okay, so we have sales to MDAs, then upload purchase invoice. Please, now this purchase invoice, I'll explain it when we start looking at the more comprehensive filing, how to file VAT normally, to do with withheld VAT and all those other things, and your normal VAT. Please, most times when you want to, or the way it's programmed is that when you want to work or when you want to upload your, or when you want to claim input VAT, that's your purchases. So let's say in the Excel we have imputed some figure of purchases. The tax authority will ask you to upload the purchase invoice. This was not there before, but now that means that before you can claim, you must have evidence to back it up. So whatever you cannot support with purchase invoice, please don't put it under your purchases to claim your what? Input VAT. That's very critical. I just had to clarify that. Okay, so we have noticed everything is okay. So what do we do? So we'll go back to the main form, right, which is validated tax return form. Okay, so then we come here, this button down here, you click I accept. That means that you have declared that what you have there is very correct, and then click on what? File return. So click on file returns. Okay, so it's filing. Now you can see it has brought a message, return what? Filed successfully. Okay, so that means that they have received the returns. And even if you come, okay, so okay, yeah, you can't see that place because of course I wanted to keep some information private. I'm only recording a part of the screen. Okay, so yeah, so it has, you have done it. Let's go back. So if you go back to your normal taxes due, you will see taxes due. You see that we don't have any tax due here again. Why? That means that the returns has been what? Successfully accepted. So please, that's how to do your what? New returns. All right, thank you.